Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Obviously, I have a football review for you, obviously in the opening Premier League weekend of the brand new season. Every team has played so far, so I'm just going to go through my kind of thoughts of the results, any big shocks, kind of just my thoughts of the overall weekend. I'll start with my own team, West Ham United, losing 4-0 to Liverpool in the opening day. It wasn't a great performance from West Ham's point of view. I think that they defensively, I think it was kind of the wrong setup really for this type of game. Played a very high line, which Pellegrini used to do when he managed Man City, but he could do that because not a lot of teams would really go out and attack Man City. Away at Liverpool are going to attack you, obviously, especially with those front three of Mane, Salah and Firmino. And there was a lot of times, but even before Liverpool scored, that they were in kind of on the goalkeeper. Fabianski, I think, did play well, although he conceded 4 goals. I don't think any of the goals were really his fault. And he did keep us in it. He made some really good saves as well. So I was happy with his performance. But yeah, I think it was a bad setup. Fredericks on the right back, making his Premier League debut. I think he kind of got sucked into the middle a little bit more, left that sort of right side with the defence exposed. Antonio wasn't really tracking back. I think he had a poor game. There's a couple of times it looked like he could take on players and kind of just run out of ideas and just either fell over or just ran into people. Fredericks kind of got pulled into especially for the first goal, got pulled more into the centre. No one was really there covering. I think Robertson got down the wing, crossed for Salah, made it 1-0. And from there it was kind of just, you could see the writing was on the wall for West Ham. They couldn't really get a lot of their passing game going. Liverpool kind of do what Man City were doing last season. They were really kind of like hounding the opposition, trying to not give you any space, kind of suffocate you really, kind of a football terms. Yes, the third goal was offside, but in all fairness, I don't think it would have made that much difference. Kind of just put the game to bed really. But West Ham, as much as they kind of started the second half a little bit brightly, there was nothing really there. There was a few kind of, Fabianski played well. Anderson looked okay on the left hand side. He didn't really kind of set the World League alight in this game, but this wasn't really the game I think he was ever going to showcase his main talents. That's going to be probably next weekend against Bournemouth. And Arnautovic didn't look that great, but he didn't get a lot of service. Hernandez come on, he probably doesn't still look quite fit yet from the World Cup because he has come out a lot later than the rest of the players, obviously because Mexico went a bit further into the tournament. Yeah, there is some improvement that needs to be doing, especially for the next game against Bournemouth, but I think we can't get too upset because it is Liverpool. Liverpool look great. They're probably second favourites to win the league, so we won't be the last team to go to Anfield and probably get smashed 4, maybe even 5-0. So not too disheartened with this result. As much as I would have liked to see a bit of performance, I think obviously it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. No need to get too upset just yet. So moving on to the rest of the league. Man City started off with a win. They beat Arsenal 2-0 in Emery's first game at the Emirates. Again, it was pretty comfortable for City. First half especially, they battered Arsenal. Could have been 4-5-0 at that point. Checkmate, some good saves. Second half, it was Arsenal coming into it a little bit more, created some chances, but eventually City then got the second, which killed the game off really. Again, something Arsenal fans I wouldn't really kind of be too disheartened with because, again, City were by far and away the best team of last season, favourites to win it again. So losing 2-0 at home to City isn't the worst result. It's a hard game for Emery to start, so I won't get too disheartened with that. The 3 promoted teams, 2 lost. Cardiff lost to Bournemouth in a game that they didn't look too great in, and Fulham lost home to Palace. Again, they looked a lot better. I think there were some positive signs for Fulham in that game, as much as Palace looked really well. So you consider how they started last season, with losing their first 3 games and not even scoring a goal, to win this game 2-0 fairly comfortably. I think they did deserve to win. Was pretty good from them. And then Wolves drew 2-2 with Everton, which was one of the probably better games of the weekend. Lots of back and forth. Jagielka getting sent off quite early on for Everton, which I think definitely was a sending off. He could have almost broke the guy's ankle. So just to get a red card for denying a goal scoring opportunity, I think he was quite lucky. But the great free kick from Neves into that top corner, he was a great player for them last season, and this season looked like he's already started with a bang. And it was a really good game. Elsewhere, Man United 1-2-1, beat Leicester 2-1 on the Friday night game. Wasn't the greatest game. There's been a few rumblings coming out. Pogba's had a kind of a pop at Mourinho as well. There's a lot of controversy going on there. He always seems to be falling out with his big players, Mourinho. I don't know why he does this, but he just does. It's just him. And Watford picked up a win against Brighton was a great goal from Pereira. Corner come over, he smashed it volley into the corner of the goal. That was a great goal. And yeah, it was a good weekend. There was some good opening games. Again, I'm glad the sort of more weekly football is back. As much as we all did enjoy the World Cup, Premier League football is what it is. It's different standards. It's entertaining, even when you're not watching your own team. There's a lot of entertaining games happening. So obviously, hopefully, West Ham can pick up a better result next weekend. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.